Everything that the divine is, you are too. All of the divine truth, power, magic, and mystery of creation is encoded within you. For the divine source and substance of the universe is your essence. Spiritual awakening and ascension, therefore, are not processes of becoming something that you are not. Rather, ascension is the act of awakening to who you are and always have been in divine truth. I'm Sarah Hall, and I have been a channel for the angels for the past 15 years. Not only have I been experiencing my own ascension since this time, but I have also had the honor of working with thousands of people from all around the world on their process of spiritual ascension too. And today, I'm going to teach you exactly what ascension is in truth. Ascension is a very popular term in the spiritual community. And unfortunately, it's a topic that is surrounded with an enormous amount of misinformation. So let's clear things up a bit first. First off, when I say ascension, I'm not talking about it in a biblical sense. It's not some kind of a rapture where you're going to be zapped into a different dimension. Nor is it some kind of a magical system for spiritually bypassing your humanness. Ascension isn't some woo-woo phenomenon whereby you'll suddenly get transported into a happy, positive vibes only type of reality without ever having to experience another normal human contrast ever again. It's also not exclusive, meaning ascension isn't just something for special people who are seemingly more high vibe or woke than others. Ascension is simply this. It's an awakening to the truth of who and what you are. You are an individualized expression of the divine source and substance of all creation. You are also one with everyone and everything that is. So to awaken to the truth of who and what you are is to awaken to the fact that 1, you are God. In other words, you are eternal, unlimited, all-creating divine consciousness. And 2, that you are unified with everyone, meaning you are part of every bit of creation, and every bit of creation is part of you. So what is the outcome of awakening to this truth? As conscious replicas of the divine source of this universe, we create as God creates. In other words, your consciousness is a powerful creative force that is even now co-creating reality. What you attract and create in your reality is based off of what you believe. So as you awaken to the truth of who and what you are, this helps you to transcend the seeming limits of your creative power. Without limiting beliefs, there are no limits on your creation, and you can co-create the reality of your deepest yearning. The more and more you ascend, or rather, the more you awaken to who you are in truth, the more you realize that the deep yearning that all human beings experience is simply the yearning for love. Love is truth, and truth is love. Love is the divine source, substance, and universal soul of all consciousness and all reality. So to ascend is to awaken to love and learn to co-create a world of love by way of your infinitely powerful consciousness. As individual human beings like you and I awaken to our innate ability to see, feel, and embody this truth, we expand not only our own individual potential, but also the resting level of consciousness of the whole planet. As I said, ascension is not exclusive. We are all made of the same miraculous divine essence, and we are all awakening to it together. You can't change one part of the collective without changing the whole. So yes, though there are certainly leaders in holding this awareness, and people who are experiencing it in their own unique ways and timing, no one individual can possibly be better than another, because we are all literally in this together as a united collective consciousness. So, collectively, ascension reflects the spiritual evolution of humanity. Individually, ascension reflects the spiritual evolution of your soul. your growing conscious awareness, acceptance, and willingness to embody the divine truth. And guess what? You have likely been accessing states of higher consciousness throughout your whole life. Every feeling of joy, connection, peace, or love you have ever held is a sign of your union and harmonization with the divine truth and essence of reality. So ascension is not a mountain that you have yet to climb with untold secrets at its pinnacle. It is the simple act of remembering your natural state. You've likely slipped in and out of the ascended state countless times throughout your life. If you're watching this video, then the spiritual calling, which your soul is even now answering, is to learn how to sustain and anchor the ascended state. If you want to attune your life to the divine truth of love and do your part in elevating the collective evolution of humanity, then here is a very simple set of instructions to live by. Stop giving your power and attachment to the things that make you feel fear or disharmony. Instead, nurture that which makes you feel hopeful, inspired, and in love with this miraculously beautiful existence we share, and hold faith in it. Thank you so much for watching this video and for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell below. I'd love to hear about your thoughts and questions on this topic. And if you'd like guidance on your ascension path, then I have 2 offerings for you. Number 1, click the link in the description below for my guided meditation for ascension. Doing this meditation weekly or even daily will really help you grow on this path. Number 2, click the link that I left in the description below to get on the list for a free one-on-one call to discuss your spiritual path and see if you might be a good fit for my Angelic Ascension program, where you'll get to work with me on awakening your spiritual gifts, communicating with the angels, and experiencing a spiritual metamorphosis of divine love. I'm so grateful to be connected with you, and know until next time that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!